Gareth Southgate has overseen one of the biggest revolutions in English football history. Incredibly, there are just 5 carryovers from the last World Cup squad 4 years ago going to Russia this summer, following Wednesday's announcement of the 23-strong England party. Gary Cahill, Phil Jones, Jordan Henderson, Raheem Sterling and Danny Welbeck are the only men to have braved manager Southgate's brutal cull. Or, to put another way, that means he is taking 18 World Cup debutants, although John Stones was on standby for Brazil 2014. Chelsea centre-back Cahill, brought in from the cold after being dropped from the last squad in March, is the only player in the squad to have reached 40 caps. You can count Southgate's holdovers from Brazil 4 years ago on the fingers of one hand. Action images via Reuters. Every England player on the plane to this summer's tournament profiled Welbeck will go to Russia as England's top scorer with 15 international goals. Selecting a squad short of experience, caps and goals is without doubt Southgate's biggest gamble and one of the boldest Three Lions parties anyone can remember. The likes of Wayne Rooney and Joe Hart have been ruthlessly cut adrift during his 18 months as permanent manager, as he proves himself brave yet also a great believer in youth. The call-ups for Trent Alexander-Arnold and Ruben Loftus-Cheek are designed to introduce the enthusiasm that has carried the age group England teams to success. Henderson is one of only 5 men picked for the World Cup by both Hodgson and Southgate. Getty. Fabian Delph has been rewarded for his form with champions Manchester City, while Dele Alli knows he is no longer a shoe-in for the starting lineup and will have to work hard to oust Jesse Lingard. The boldness to switch to a back three together with moving Kyle Walker to the right of the 3-man defence shows that Southgate is also ready to experiment in the way Terry Venables did at Euro '96, the last time England reached the semi-final of a major tournament. Southgate also pointed to the youth as a key element of the squad but also insisted the style of play has been key to the players who he has picked. Welbeck is the squad's top international scorer and Cahill its caps leader, both with unremarkable totals. Getty. I believe this is a squad which we can be excited about, he said. It is a young group, but with some really important senior players, so I feel the balance of the squad is good, both in terms of its experience, its character and also the positional balance. We have a lot of energy and athleticism in the team, but players that are equally comfortable in possession of the ball, and I think people can see the style of play we've been looking to develop. The selection process has been over months really, it's not just been the last few weeks. We feel the team are improving and we want to continue that momentum. Southgate insists that Alexander-Arnold has earned his call-up with his performances for Liverpool in the Champions League campaign, while Danny Rose edged out Ryan Bertrand. But Southgate also claimed that he has done a U-turn on Hart, having said in March that he would be in this squad, because the other 3 keepers had earned their places with their form this season. Southgate added, the first call-up for Trent Alexander-Arnold is well-deserved. When we pick young players, it's not just because they are young, it's because their performances deserve it. We've also had a couple of injuries with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Joe Gomez, which is a huge blow for them personally and disappointing for us. Ryan and Joe have played a lot over the last 2 years, so they're not decisions we took lightly. I could have had easier conversations by keeping them involved. Joe, we've got 3 other goalkeepers who have had very good seasons, and the decision I was faced with was, do I keep Joe in and have experience around the group, or give the 3 guys who have basically had a better season a chance? We felt the players all needed to be in on merit after their performances this season. Ryan is also very unfortunate, in that it's probably one of the strongest positions we have. Ryan has had a decent season, but I just felt the others were ahead of him. Both calls were really tough. They're both good guys and have contributed a lot throughout qualification, so it wasn't an enjoyable part of the job, and I feel it's important to acknowledge their contribution in getting us to Russia.